Welcome to the third and final video in our series for new adjuncts starting at Cedar Crest College. This video will go over some essential college resources, fundamental technology platforms and websites, as well as student support services that we provide for students. Let's get started with My Cedar Crest. My Cedar Crest is our intranet. It's the central academic platform for reporting things such as grades or attendance or misconduct, and to verify, say, your roster during an ad drop period so you can get the most up-to-date information. How do you access My Cedar Crest? Well, My Cedar Crest can be found on the main Cedar Crest web page by scrolling to the bottom, and you'll see in that hamburger stack the yellow link for My Cedar Crest login, or you can go to any web browser and just type in the web address my.cedarcrest.edu, and that will take you to this landing page where in the upper right hand corner you'll find login information. The login ID and password will have been sent to you along with your email credentials once you had been verified as a Cedar Crest employee and adjunct faculty member for the first time. So log in, and then you'll be able to navigate through the resource pages on My Cedar Crest in those red links up at the top that will go to each resource page that you'll need. So for instance, to find your most up-to-date student roster, if you click on the red link for faculty near the upper left and then scroll to near the bottom of the page, you'll see a faculty course control, and any classes that you've been assigned for the current semester will appear there. You'll be able to view details, including the roster and any other details such as a room assignment and meeting times from My Cedar Crest. I had mentioned that we use Finish Line as a way of submitting early alerts. So early alerts should be used for reporting attendance during the first 2 weeks of a 14-week semester class, but also if you come to the midterm and students are struggling with an attendance issue or an assignment that you have, you can also use these early alerts to report back to a student's advisor and our Student Success Center, any professional advisors that we have on staff there who are working with the students, so that we as a team at the college know what's taking place with the student. So to do that, you click on Finish Line in the upper left, and you'll see in the gray list of links a Submit Early Alert, and you'll be able through that page to identify the class that you're teaching, the student that is involved, in the kinds of issues that you might need to be reporting on. Another thing that you'll use My Cedar Crest for is grade entry. We require grades to be reported both for midterm in the middle of a semester and final grades near the end of a semester. So you'll be able to use My Cedar Crest to do that for both of them. Click on the faculty link in that series of red links up at the top, and then the first entry should be, the first option on the faculty page should be grade entry. Just click into the view course list and any classes that you're teaching. Something that you want to be careful of, depending upon the time of a semester you may be submitting grades. Midterms will come due typically just after the 7th or 8th week of a 14-week semester, depending upon whether it's falling in, say, the fall or spring semester. And the default entry will be for midterm grades. There will also be an option to submit for final grades. You don't want to submit final grades as it will generate a final grade for students automatically, and it's difficult to resolve back to an ungraded class for the rest of the semester. So just be careful and attentive to where you're submitting, whether it's a midterm or a final grade. Another resource that you'll find through My Cedar Crest is the E2 Campus Emergency Notification System. Everyone on our campus should be signed up for E2 Campus. It will be the first source of information if the college needs to close due to inclement weather, but it will also be the way in which we notify the campus about an emergency that may be taking place. So if there's a situation where we need to evacuate a building or evacuate campus or close down the campus, the E2 campus system will send a text message to the phone number that you register. There will also be notifications through E2 Campus that go out on campus if you happen to be on campus when emergency is taking place. That will take place on any computer that is turned on, and then we have in certain places where computers aren't readily available beacons that will announce that there is an emergency taking place. So for instance, if we need to go into lockdown on campus, you'll receive instructions through E2 Campus to go into a lockdown scenario. In lockdown, you're closing and locking any doors or windows that may gain entry into the room that you're in, and shutting off the lights and asking students and anyone else who may be with you to stay away from doors or open ways. Instructions and how to respond to a lockdown scenario will be forthcoming through both, again, the E2 campus system and any notifications on campus. So when an all clear is sounded and you're able to come out of lockdown, or if you need to evacuate, that those notifications, if they're taking en masse on campus, will come through the E2 campus system. We do test our E2 campus system and we do lockdown drills typically twice a year so that the campus is ready. So that may take place while you're teaching. If so, we will just ask you to, if it's a drill, you'll know it's a drill as the emergency notification is coming out. But we'll ask you to just follow procedures as instructed so that you and students know how to respond if and when a true emergency presents itself to us. So to get to E2 Campus, you'll be logged into My Cedar Crest. You'll need to click under the Employee tab that may be under the located under More in that list of red links that you have at the top of the page. And then on the left, you'll see an E2 Campus enrollment link. And if you click in there, you can register any phone number that you have that you'd like to opt in to receive notices. So those are the fundamentals of My Cedar Crest. To shift to some learning management system tools that we have, the college platform for course management is Canvas. So Canvas has a very broad set of tools and interfaces that you can use to design your class, whether you're teaching it online or in person. If you want to distribute assignments, distribute your syllabus through the Canvas system, that's certainly an effective platform to ensure that students have access to that material. You'll be able to get to Canvas through My Cedar Crest. There's a link on My Cedar Crest that says Cedar Crest Online. That's the learning management system, Canvas. Or you can go directly through the Canvas website. That's cedarcrest.instructure.com. Along with Canvas comes a number of digital tools that you might want to use in your class. That includes VeriCite, which is a citation verification and plagiarism checking platform. It's now a subsidiary of Turnitin.com. So if you have students doing writing and you want to ensure that they're citing sources properly and identifying where they've got information, making sure they haven't copied assignments that might be available on the web and just submitted those as their own work, VeriCite's a tool that will allow you to check that for a check on the integrity of student work. Portfolium is a student e-portfolio that enables students to showcase their best work from one class to the next, especially. If you're teaching a capstone course, Portfolium can be a very powerful tool to show at the time of graduation the work that students are doing and to present that to, say, a potential employer or graduate school. Along the way, though, of course, students can showcase some of their really excellent work that may be going on in earlier classes, and it's a powerful tool to help them integrate those experiences. Canvas also has a speed grader app or digital tool that can quickly load student work, such as papers, and you can grade, comment, and return student work through SpeedGrader in a pretty quick fashion, including doing things such as leaving audio comments. The campus uses Office 365, so there's a whole suite of productivity and collaborating software from, say, Microsoft Word and shared Word documents if you want to do group or team writing, to collaborations through something like the Microsoft Teams software. Canvas also has a Commons that you might refer to, and that's where members of Cedar Crest's campus and other users of Canvas have shared assignments and class resources that they have found useful. So one note on using VeriCite: if you're using VeriCite, again, that's that plagiarism checking software, what you want to be sure to do is to provide a syllabus statement that just tells students that you will be using VeriCite to help them learn proper citation and to ensure the integrity of the work that they are submitting. You'll find this statement, the syllabus statement, available from the Cedar Crest College syllabus template, and we encourage our students to be thinking about VeriCite as a learning tool. So one of the things that students often struggle with, for instance, in college writing, is the ability to distinguish a source and the information that they've gained from it from their own insights, and drawing the line between that. So VeriCite can help them as a learning tool, as well as checking on, say, the academic integrity of the work that they are submitting. As a final note for the resources that are available on our campus, Cedar Crest has a Student Success Center that is located in Crestman Library. If you have students who are struggling with how to study for a class and they need tutoring, or if they need help on their writing or math support, the Student Success Center is the one-stop shop on our campus for making sure that students can find the help that they need. We offer, for instance, 24/7 math and writing support through an online service. They can submit assignments at any hour of the day, and typically within a day or two get feedback on their writing in terms of a critique and some help from an online tutor. We also offer peer tutors, that's other students who have been successful in a class, helping students, and professional tutoring, so tutors who are on our staff and expert in a given content field. We have a writing center that's willing to work with students at any stage of writing, whether it's drafting or a final draft that they'd like some critique and feedback on. Our disability support services are available in the Student Success Center, and our Student Success Center can also connect students with English as a second language needs and international student support that they may need on our campus. Just a few final things in terms of the sources that you have on campus. So for the rooms that you're assigned to teach your class, we'll ask you just to make sure that you stay with a room that you are assigned. So if you need to, say, relocate for a given reason, maybe you need a computer and a projector that's somehow different from the room that you're assigned to, please make sure that you're coordinating that through our registrar's office and making any requests through the registrar's office. Likewise, within a room, if there's anything that's wrong, so if the temperature's too hot or too cold, or if there's something that's out of place in a room, you're relying upon a table that had been there that has been somehow moved, please make sure that we know. You can contact the registrar's office to find out what may be, or our facilities will get back to you as quickly as possible. We certainly just want you to be comfortable with the best learning environment for our students. So for instance, if you're in a classroom and the class before has had a pizza party for itself, and it's left that alone for you to find when you come in to teach. Just contact our switchboard. You just do that by dialing 0 on any campus phone, and just let them know, and they'll make sure that housekeeping is there to address it as soon as possible. There will be a phone in each classroom that you are teaching in. We use that for emergencies if we need to communicate in the event of an emergency on campus. But you can also use that if you have questions about, say, technology. If there's a computer that's not quite working or a projector, you can call our information technology helpline. I'll give you that extension in just a moment. If there's trash that needs to be taken out, similarly, make sure that we're aware of any needs that you have within the classroom. So finally, if you need help with some matter that comes up in your teaching, I just want to make sure that you feel welcome to reach out so that we at Cedar Crest can help address it for you. Where I would recommend going for your needs firsthand is with your administrative assistant. So if you need to know where to go for something, or you're not quite sure how to handle a situation, your administrative assistant can be sort of your first responder, as it were, to help you. And then your department chair should be your first point of contact with any academic matters. So if you're having a student issue, or you're not quite sure, for instance, how to grade an assignment, your chair can help you with that. And answer any questions of an academic matter that you may have. If it relates to classrooms or facilities or things on campus relative to where you're teaching, the registrar's office can help you with that, as well as questions about rosters and grades. Our Student Success Center in the Crestman Library can help you with student issues. Right? So if you're thinking about, well, I've got a very diverse group of students, maybe some international students, some adult learners, as well as traditional age students, they're all in one class. Well, the Student Success Center can help you think through about how to best approach, say, your assignments in terms of building them towards student success. If you have issues with technology, the Information Technology Help Desk can be reached at our extension 3348. So that's staffed during most class hours by student workers, and when not student workers, our professional IT staff who will be able to help you with any issues that you may be experiencing with technology. And then finally, the Provost's office, just overseeing all academic units on campus, can resolve a question if you haven't been able to find an answer for those previous resources. So thank you for watching these orientation videos, and we wish you the best of luck as you get started teaching at Cedar Crest.